How long does it take to make money online? What you need to know. Hey, in this video you've come to the right place, because if you want to know how long it takes to make money online, I've been selling online since 2009, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how long it took me to make money and how you can start making money too. And we're starting right now. Okay, you want to know how long it takes to make money online? 6 to 12 months. Guess we're done. No, we're not done. You're still here. You probably want to know more, don't you? I've sold millions of dollars worth of products online, both physical and digital, and there's a lot more to it than that, and I think you know that. I started making money in the beginning, but it wasn't much, and I want to take you through that process. I want to tell you my story so that you can use it and you can benefit. Hey, if you're new to this channel, I'm JR Fisher, and guess what? You need to subscribe. Why? Because you can see more of these videos and you'll become part of the Fisher family. Something else you need to do: ring the bell, click that little bell right next to the subscribe button, and turn on all notifications. If you do that, you become a VIP and part of the Fisher family, and I can let you know every single time I do a new video. I've also got a bonus for you. Here's how it goes. I've got an e-commerce course that's $97, but for you it's free. All you got to do is click the link in the description, grab the course, no credit card required. Now, I've been selling online, like I said, since 2009, and I actually have my own branded products on thousands of websites, including Walmart. So what I do on this channel is I share with you some of the tricks and tips that I've learned along the way so that you can get real results and you can start, run, and grow your online business. Now let's check out how long it's going to take you to make money online. Okay, so we all want to make money online, but as you probably know, there's more to it than that. I'm going to go through a lot of information on this video, and it's going to be really helpful for you, so stay to the end. Okay, so in my businesses we sell a lot of different products. We sell physical products and digital products now, but in the beginning my motivation was what? I just wanted to get away from my boss. I didn't like him. Okay, I didn't want to work for him anymore. He was lazy, he had low morals, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So that was my motivation. Now your motivation could be entirely different, but whatever it is, it's motivated you to watch this video and get started, and I think that's great, and you can, and I'm going to show you how. I don't know about you, but for me it wasn't about money. I mean, sure, I wanted to make money, that was fine, but my real motivation was to be able to do what I wanted every day, not to have somebody else tell me what to do. So I was pretty motivated to get out there and do stuff. As a matter of fact, I even told myself if I could make 1/2 of what I was making on my job, I would be happier. I couldn't take that job anymore. And maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you're in a position like that, and if so, put that in the comments below down there. I'd love to see what your situation is, or how you got out of it, right? Or if you're still in it, what you want to do about it. So just put that in the comments down there. I would love to hear that information. So let's get going, and let me share with you the beginning of my story. I almost forgot though, the next thing I want to share with you is the number 2 question I get is, how much money can I make? What do you say to that? I mean, I don't know. You could make zero, you could make millions of dollars. I mean, it's everywhere in between. You know, that's like saying, how much can I learn in a lifetime? Well, that's entirely up to you, and how much you make online is really the same thing too. How much effort do you want to put forward? How motivated are you? How many days a week do you want to work? You know, how much do you want to learn? All those things are going to be factors on how much you can make online. But I can tell you this, you could probably make a whole lot more than you're making on your job right now. Now I will tell you this, in my first 24 months I broke $1 million, and I thought that was pretty good, but in the months since then we've sold millions and millions of dollars, and like I said, I've been doing this since 2009, so that's a long time at this point. So the amount of money you can make is really kind of crazy if you just look at it, but you got to put forth the effort. Now this isn't one of those videos, if you want one of those videos where they tell you that you don't have to work and you're going to make millions of dollars, you're on the wrong video. But if you're realistic and you want to make a lot of money and you just want to know how to do it, and you're willing to put forth the effort, you're in the right place. Now I'll tell you, one of the key elements is don't wait until you're ready. I know that sounds counterintuitive. However, if you wait until you're ready, you may never start, because you're never going to be totally ready. You're never going to have all the information up front. You just need to get started. That's what I would tell you. If you just get started, you're going to come across problems and issues, and you're going to learn things, and you're going to find solutions to some of those problems, and that's how you're going to grow your knowledge so that you can do better online. But waiting until you're ready, that's the number one thing that's probably preventing you right now, is that you've watched a lot of of videos and you've seen a lot of people do it, but you want to get just a little bit more information, and if you keep playing that game, you'll never get started. So you've got to get started. You got to get started right now. Now I will tell you, starting your online business is more about you than it is about making money. Now you may not think that way right now, but if you start an online business and you get successful at it, it's going to change you as a person. You're going to be a different person at the end of this, and there really is no end to it, but once you get successful, you are going to become a different person, and that's the main reason to actually start an online business. Now I do want to reiterate one more time, if your goal is to work less and make more money, working online is not for you. Okay, it's not for you. But if you're somebody who wants to make a lot of money online and control their own time, and at times be able to take off large chunks of time and have automated cash flow, this video is for you, and I can show you how to do that. You just got to put in the time up front to get to that stage. Now as I mentioned in the beginning, this is going to change you. And how's this going to change you? Well, when you get your online business going and the more and more successful you get, you're going to become a better person. Why? Because you're going to learn things like websites, and you're going to learn graphics, and you're going to learn accounting, and you're going to learn how to hire people, and you're going to learn how to manage people, and you're going to learn how to allocate your funds and all these things in banking. You're going to pick up skills that the average person just doesn't have, and the reason you're going to pick up these skills is because you're building your online business, and they just kind of come with the territory. Now this is going to spread into other areas because you're going to want to feel good. You're going to have to work some hours, so you're probably going to watch your sleep a little bit more. Maybe you'll start being concerned about what foods you're putting into your body, and maybe once you make some money, you're going to say, hey, I have money left over for charity now, and maybe you can help some charities. So as you can see, as we go through this process, you're becoming an entirely different person than you originally are. You're just trying to become a better person, and that's a good thing. So this is really about becoming a better person, not a lazy person. So a lot of people think, well, I'm working 40 hours a week, I want to work 10 hours a week, so I think I'll start an online business. It's not going to work. You can't show me one of those people out there that didn't put in a lot of time up front. Now some of those people do work 10 hours a week now, but they built up their business, they've done things, they put in the hours, they put in the effort to get to that stage, and you're going to have to do the same thing. Now here's something that's really different. Sometimes you're going to make a whole lot of money, sometimes you aren't going to make any money, and that's what happens sometimes online. You may be used to a job now where you get paid, you know, every week or every 2 weeks a particular salary. It's not like that when you have your own business. Now some people don't want to hear the truth, but the truth is, you know, some people see me eating out at a restaurant or traveling or going places, and they go, well, that's what I want to do. I want to do all those things. What they don't see is all the work that I put in to get to that stage. The cool thing about having your own online business is, yeah, it operates 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and it can bring you money in at all those times. And while I do work a lot, I can decide when I work. So if I want to take off on a Friday, which I do almost every Friday, and go have lunch with my wife, we could do that. That's pretty cool. You can't do that on most jobs, but you know, I'm back Saturday morning working on something for the business, or I'm working Sunday night working on something for the business. But we can build up some money, and we can have some great sales, and we can take a week off, and we can, you know, go to another country, we can, you know, go traveling, we can visit family, we can do those things that you just can't do in a regular job because they want you to work their schedule. And I get it, because you work for them, but the owner of that business is probably working his own schedule, which is the thing you want to do. Now the first thing, like I told you, is you just got to get started. Okay, that's just the way it is, and you're going to feel a little bit inadequate in the beginning. Why? Because you haven't done this, you haven't been successful at this, and anytime you haven't already accomplished something, you know, you don't feel as successful at it. I was listening to an interview the other day with Rachel Ray, who's a TV personality, and she's written 26 cookbooks. 26, that's a lot. And I've written some books myself, but the point is, she wrote one, and that was probably the hardest one she ever wrote, and all the rest of them got easier and easier and easier because she'd already done it. She didn't wonder at book number 21, am I going to be able to write this cookbook? She said, well, no, I've already written 20. I'll probably be able to pull this off. And that's how you're going to feel once you get your business going and you have money coming in. But you've got to get started. You won't have all the skills you need. That's just the way it is. You've got to acquire them. I'm telling you, I was severely lacking in most of the skills necessary to make money online when I started. I didn't have any technical skills. I'd never sold anything online. I couldn't type, which I still really can't. I hunt and peck. I do it a little bit faster now, but I still hunt and peck. I still don't type properly. Now, in addition to this, here's the big one that stops a lot of people. I didn't even have a product to sell. Okay, I didn't have anything to sell. And you say, well, how can you start a business without something to sell? Stay tuned, I'll show you. Number two is sell anything you can find. I mean, literally anything. I started off with cell phone cases because I said everybody's got a cell phone, so maybe I could sell cell phone cases. The point is, you could just look around and see what other people are selling and what people are buying, and just kind of just jump in the pool with them and see what happens. Now, you probably won't end up selling that anymore. I don't have any cell phone cases left, and it's not because I sold them, okay? They didn't sell very well. However, it gave me knowledge in a lot of areas by trying to sell cell phone cases. Now, most people would tell you, oh, I'm sure to be successful online, you got to have the next new cool product. That's it. That's the key. If I could just find that one product that's really cool, I would jump online and start selling it. And what you'll find is most people who are really successful at selling online, they don't sell the next cool product. They don't do that. What they've gotten is they've gotten really good at online marketing. They've learned their marketing skills. They've learned how to sell products online, and it really doesn't matter what product they're selling. That's the skill that you really want to acquire, because there's always a hot new product, but that hot new product always dies out. And if you did have that hot new product, you'd almost be assured that it would die out, and you don't want that to happen. You want to acquire the skills that it takes to sell products online. Now, when I went through this process, I mean, I learned about a lot of things. I learned about eBay, and I learned about Amazon. I learned about listings. I learned about shipping. I learned about, taxes. And I learned how to do Photoshop, right? That's pretty cool. I'm still not great at it, but it's something I learned. And I learned about doing emails and email sequences and all these things. I didn't know what these things were when I started, and now I actually do them. And sometimes when you get into selling online, you kind of forget all the things you do know, and you talk to somebody who doesn't know this, and their eyes kind of bug out like, well, what are you talking about? My wife and I will have this conversation a lot, where we'll have a conversation about online marketing, and we'll turn to each other and say, if anybody else heard this conversation, they wouldn't even know what we're talking about. And the cool thing was, neither one of us knew this when we started. This is something you can do too. Is anybody can do these things. These are not really difficult things to do. They're really pretty simple. It's just hard work. Heck, you don't even need a physical product to sell. I mean, it didn't have to be anything you could touch. It could be a digital product. There's this thing called affiliate marketing, where you actually sell other people's products and they pay you a commission, and you don't have to fulfill the order. You have to do anything. They take care of all that. So this affiliate marketing thing I just mentioned, it's pretty cool. The way it works is, maybe somebody has a course, and maybe that course is $997. I have a course like that, and they offer it for sale. Now, understand, courses are online, they're digital, so once you've made it, you really don't have any more cost to it outside of maintaining what it costs to have that course online. And they may say, well, if you sell my course, I'll give you $500 of that $997. Wow, pretty cool. So you can actually go out and find somebody who's got a course or a digital product or some training, and go out and market it and make money. And the cool thing is, if they've already sold this course and they've already made money at it, they can actually give you the tools. They'll give you the emails that you need. They'll give you the ads that you need. They'll give you the sales pages that you need. You don't even have to create any of this. All you have to do is actually drive traffic to that particular offer, which you can do through a website, through blogs, through social posts, through ads, whatever you want to do. And then every time somebody buys, you actually get paid. Pretty simple stuff. Next thing I will tell you is, use the latest technology. Now, this doesn't mean that every time a piece of software comes out, you're going to go buy it. I don't mean that at all. But what I am telling you is, I talk to people online who buy from like our food company, and they'll say, well, I don't use the internet. I don't go online. I'm 50 years old and I don't want to do that. And I'm thinking, you're just making things harder for yourself, because you could go online and place this order. You don't have to call us. We don't have to talk to you. It would be so much simpler. And I think people get their age confused with their knowledge of technology. Technology is for everybody. It's not for a 10-year-old or a 14-year-old or an 80-year-old. It's for everybody. And technology is really designed to make your life easier. So make sure that you adopt this technology. Make sure you're open to technology. We came across a program called Kartra, which I love. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can actually get Kartra for $1 if you want. And if you don't even want to get it yet, you just want to see how it works, click that link in the description, and there's a video there that will show you exactly how Kartra works. And it can actually run your entire business for you, your emails, your sales pages, everything that you have going on, Kartra can do for you. So I highly recommend you doing that, and it's one of the cutting edge technologies right now. Now, along with staying on the top technology, you want to make sure you attend some trainings. Get some more training. I have training, I have courses. Get trainings from people who've actually done what you want to do. If you want to sell e-commerce and sell products online, I'd be your guy. I can help you out with it. I've done that. Also, get on other people's lists. If you see them being successful, make sure you go ahead and opt into their list. You can use another email address or something like that. If you see people selling products and they're successful at that, buy their product. Actually go into the funnel of products and buy all their products, so you can see exactly how they're selling them, what sales pages they're setting up. That's a really good way to stay on top of stuff like that. As you get further into this, I would say attend masterminds, and masterminds are nothing more than groups of people who sit around and share ideas that have already really accomplished something. And these masterminds can be awesome, and some of them can be a ripoff too, so be careful about that. But just check out who runs it, how long it's been around, and the people that are involved in it. And for the most part, masterminds are pretty good for you. The last thing I will tell you is, as you learn this stuff, help other people a lot. Okay, help other people. If somebody asks you a question, remember you were a new person at the time and you didn't know anything at the time, so make sure you help these other people along the way, and that really will come back to you. And I would say number 4 is, don't depend on a single product or even a single niche. These things can go bad at any point. Okay, so you want to have a couple avenues of money coming in so that you're always kind of covered. Don't label yourself as a blank. And what I mean by that is, you know, we sell survival food, and I don't label myself as a survival food seller. I don't do that. Okay, I do sell survival food, but that's not who I am. A lot of people do the same thing with their jobs, like, you know, I am a cashier, I am a travel agent. No, you're not. That's just the job you're doing right now. So you've got to realize not to label yourself, because as soon as you label yourself, you're kind of shutting yourself off from other possibilities that are out there. You know, if I labeled myself, I would say I'm somebody who sells stuff online, but that stuff is varied. You know, there's a lot of different stuff I sell online. Now, I'm not saying do every single fad that comes along. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying don't be shut off to new things that may be related to what you're doing right now. Almost every one of my opportunities that I've gotten that I make money off now are because I tried some different things. I did stuff that was out of my comfort zone, things that I wasn't used to doing, and that's what opened up those opportunities for me. Now, I started in 2009 selling cell phone cases, and by 2010 I was selling survival food. Since then, I've written a couple books, I have 5 courses, I do consulting, I do coaching, so I do other things now, and that affords me money from different areas, which is really kind of good. I don't have to depend on one thing, because maybe my survival food's up one year and down the next, and I've got other areas I can make money at. So keep in mind, when you're selling online, become an online marketer. Don't become a survival food salesperson, because that's not who I am. That's one of the products that we sell. Now, I will tell you this, make sure you always add value to whatever you do. So if I'm selling survival food, maybe I'm protecting a family. If I'm teaching somebody Facebook ads, I'm showing them how they can make money. So what I'm doing is actually adding value to these people, and the more value that you add, the more money you're going to make. Remember, online marketing isn't just about money you make, it's about what it makes out of you. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind. It's going to make you a different person. You're going to learn different skill sets. You're going to know how to do different things if you're successful online. Now, with this online business and freedom comes great responsibility. You will always need to serve other people if you want to be successful in life. And if you look at the most successful people in the world, from, you know, Mother Teresa to, you know, the Dalai Lama, okay, they serve a lot of people. Right now, if you're on a job, you maybe serve one person, and it's your boss, and that's all you got to worry about. And when you're not around him, you don't have to worry about him, unless you have one of those bosses like I had, where they would call you all the time, even if you're there or not. But the bottom line is, if you have your own business, you got to serve thousands or maybe millions of people, so you're going to have more responsibility by doing this. Number 5 is value your own time. I see this happen too often when people start an online business and they try to do every single thing, even if they're not good at it. I did that. I was guilty of these things where, you know, I wanted to do every single image, you know, I wanted to edit every single video, I want to do all these things. But when you calculate what your time is worth, my time is a whole lot more valuable by making a video than it is by editing a video, because I can hire somebody to edit a video, you know, in another place, and it's going to cost me a whole lot less money. Whereas, you know, being able to develop these videos and come up with the ideas for marketing, that's not something I can pay somebody for. So make sure that you understand what your time is worth, and don't waste your time doing jobs you probably shouldn't be doing. Now, when you figure your worth, also figure out, if I'm not going to do this, make sure I'm doing something that has value. So don't say, I'm not going to edit my videos, I'm not going to make my graphics, I'm going to watch TV instead. That's not a good use of your time. You got to make sure that you invest your time in something that's valuable. The most valuable thing you can do is spend your time creating new stuff. Okay, so that may be a new brand of one of my survival foods, or a new bucket configuration. It may be a sales page, it may be a video, it may be a blog I write. But make sure you're creating new stuff, because that's where you're going to add value to other people, and you're going to actually get value back. Okay, so my original answer was it's going to take you about 6 to 12 months, and you know, the more I think about it, it really took me longer than that, because I started selling in the end of 2009, and I didn't really quit my job until the beginning of 2011. So it actually took me over a year. So that's outside of that span there. But I will tell you this, I wanted to replace my income first. So it's dependent upon how much money you want to make. If you want to make half of what you're making now, maybe it'll go super fast. Maybe you can invest a lot of time in it. I didn't have a lot of time to invest, you know, a few hours in the evening to work on it. So if you don't have that time, it's going to take you longer to do this. Now you have how long it's going to take you to make money online. That was a long answer, wasn't it? But it's the truth. It's up to you. The amount is up to you. The time is all up to you. But here's something I want you to really grasp onto. If you say to yourself, well, a year is a long time, or 6 months is a long time, 6 months or a year, it's going to pass anyhow. So if you do nothing, what you've done is you've given up that opportunity. So you putting in the effort right now is a whole lot better than not putting in any effort in the year just passing, and you're 1 year closer to death. Okay, and I don't want to be, you know, negative about this, but that's the only thing you're racing towards right now. If you aren't, you know, investing your time into something worthwhile where you can actually build your life, build your family, build who you are, become a better person. Now if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down there real hard, right, and then hit the bell next to it, the notification bell. If you hit that and turn on all notifications, you'll become part of the Fisher family. You'll be a VIP person, and I can notify you by email as soon as I do a new video. Now give me your comments on this. What do you think about that? What do you think about making money online? What are you gonna do? You know, sometimes if you put it in writing in a comment below, it'll make you more likely to do it because you said you're gonna do it. So put those comments below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Don't forget to grab my free course. It's a $97 course. You get it absolutely free for watching this video. The link is down there in the description. You can get that right now. And I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.